about to start the lesson. Just before we do start, however, thank you all for being here. Happy to see so many people, so many faces. Thank you for being here. Can I ask Lauren, can I ask you, what does listening look like for you?
Listening looks like someone really cares about what I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Awesome. Anna, good to see you here. Anna, what does listening feel like for you?
It feels respectful.
Nice. Listening feels respectful. Taya, one of them. What is something that your classmates can do to help your learning? Participate, cool. Participate. And Ella, happy to see you here today. What is something that you can do to help your classmates with their learning?
Reflect positively and give really good feedback.
Thank you. Wonderful. Now that we've set the tone and the class expectations, we're ready to start our lesson. So we're going to be teaching Bedmas with fractions. Yay! I know everyone's really excited for that. You've all showed up. You've done the hardest part. We're going to be doing an introduction. Paris will be doing our introduction. That was our pre-introduction, not on the time record. And then we'll be doing fractions, a review of fractions, a review of Bedmas, Catherine, and then we get to put it all together with Bedmas and fractions. And then we'll be doing an activity. We'll be doing the bingo, that's Bedmas and fractions, the bingo activity. And then, conclusion. Yay, I've read this. Okay.
Okay, so to start us off, we're going to review Bedmas. So to start us off, to kind of trigger our memory, I have a little song that we're going to do.
Oh, if you guys want to dance, you're more than welcome to dance.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes.
Oh, the volume's not working. Let's see.
Okay.
Class, has anyone seen this before? No, brand new?
They can just listen really carefully.
Yeah, okay, here, we'll listen to it here.
Do we want the lights on? Is that what we're doing?
We'll just do a little bit.
Okay. Good idea, Paul. Thank you for this.
I like it. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, CC, closed caption.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, so there's our review of Bedmas. Who can tell me what the B is in Bedmas? Yes, Jennifer. Brackets. That is correct. And what about E? Ella? Exponents. And D? Yes?
Division.
Division. Okay. And the M?
Multiplication.
multiplication. And the A. Yes.
Addition.
The A.
Addition.
Oh, addition, sorry, yes. And the S.
Subtraction.
Subtraction.
Good job.
Great job. So, who can tell me why it's important to follow Bedmas? Why is it important to follow these steps? Yes.
It's depending on the order you do it, you can get different answers.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So, in order for us to get the accurate answer, we need to follow those steps. If you have multiplication and division in the same question, which comes first? Ella.
You're either left or right.
Yes.
Thank you.
And what about addition and subtraction? Left to right. So yes, multiplication, division, left to right, addition and subtraction, left to right. So in this example problem here you see on the board, what's the first step that we should be doing? And can you name that step? Yes?
The brackets.
Yes. So you would add them, exactly. Yep. And so again, we would always do the brackets first because that's at the top of the Bedmas. And what about the second step? What would be the second step? Ella.
To multiply your answer inside of the bracket by 1/2.
That is correct, yep. So the next step would be to do multiplication and to solve that brackets first and then do your multiplication next. So we're following the steps. How comfortable are you? Thumbs up if you can explain Bedmas to a friend. Sideways you're not sure. Thumbs down. You have no idea what class you're in. Perfect. So I see a lot of thumbs up. That's great. Okay. Perfect. And then we're moving on to okay. What's up?
We're going to do a little review of addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication with fraction, so that when we do the Bedmas questions, we're familiar with all those concepts still. So if I have 4 cookies and 6 friends, how can I get the same amount without splitting any of the cookies up? Do we think we can do that? Ella, I see you shaking your head. Why can't we do that?
Well, without splitting them up, there's not enough cookies.
So how, is there any solution? If we could split up the cookies, would that work?
If we could, it would work.
You're right, that's why we have fraction. Good job. Okay, so for the first question, we're going to do a simple addition question with fraction. So if someone did not know how to start this question, what would you tell them to do? What's the very first step? Lauren.
Draw a picture?
Draw a picture. How would you draw a picture to this question?
Well, since they're, actually, this isn't about cookies anymore. What is it about?
It's just we're going to solve this question. What's the very first thing that you would do if you were going to solve this question?
Well, normally I base it off of what exactly I'm adding, but then base I'd probably just do a circle and then shade in.
Like
do
how
here
you're
and
right.
right.
Would you like to? Thank you. Well, you started drawing Taylor. Did you have something to add?
Yeah, I did. I would figure out what multiples like 4 and 2 have in common. To get the same base, but first I would like.
Do you want to tell us what you would get for this one?
The final answer?
Just the denominator.
Oh, I would multiply the half by 2 and then it would be 2 over 4.
That's a good way to start too. Okay, so we have a picture for that. And then we could also make a common denominator to add them.
Just like you mentioned. So with Lauren's beautiful drawing, just going to add a line, and now they have the same denominators or base.
We have 3/4 add the tops together. And 5/4. And am I done? What would I do now?
You know the proper fraction.
Improper fraction. What do I need to do?
It's gonna be 1 and 1/4.
1 and 1/4.
You have 1 whole and 1 left over.
So we can move this piece into here, right? There you go. There's an equal.
You guys are pros at addition. Okay, so now we're going to move on to a subtraction question. Okay, we're going to skip.
Would move on to a subtraction question.
Time.
But for the purpose of time, we have to move on.
Yeah, we're going to do one multiplication before we move on. So I'm going to try this one, and you guys are going to let me know if I do it right, okay? Because I have some trouble remembering my times table sometimes. So if I'm wrong, someone's going to have to put up their hand.
I'm not gonna wear
Yeah, not everyone's perfect.
True.
Yeah, very true. Okay. 3 times 6, 18. Is that right?
Yeah.
5 times 7. No? What's it supposed to be, guys? 35? Okay. And can I get a thumbs up if that one's right? Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. And now that we've done a little review, we're going to move on to our bingo game. Nope. Oh, a bit more Bedmas.
Yeah. Now is the portion where I get to the point. We've learned fractions and we learned Bedmas. What do we have to do?
Put it together.
Put it all together. Thank you, Lottie. Yes. So, remembering our skills we just learned, I'm going to put a question on the board. We've got 1/2 plus 2/3 and times 3/1/4. All right, chat, where do we start with this?
Multiplication.
Multiplication, thank you. I'm going to start with the multiplication. What do I do?
3 times 4.
3 times 4, we start on the bottom. Okay. 3 times 4 is what?
12.
And 1 times 2?
2. Beautiful.
Now I'm going to carry down the rest of the equation here. I've got 1/2 plus 2/12 equals. Is there something we can do before we proceed to the next step?
Simplify.
Ooh, simplify. Beautiful. So what do I simplify?
Common
I will, because I knew the common denominator. Yes, even before that, I can simplify this from 2/12 to what? 1/6. All right, now, as Jenna said, I can find the common denominator. What is the common denominator between 2 and 6? Sam, it is 6. So I know to get 6 from 2, I multiply it by 3. Anything you do to the bottom,
You do the top.
gorgeous. So 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. I've got 3 6 plus 1 6. 3 plus 1 is what?
4.
And does the bottom change? No. No, it stays a 6. Beautiful. Thank you for helping me work through this one.
It can be simplified.
Can we simplify that?
Yeah.
We can. What can we simplify it to? 2/3. Oh.
Wow.
Beautiful. And then, normally we would go over a few more, but for the sake of time we won't be. I would probably do, like, you do one with the class and then one one where you would erase part of it and have somebody come up and put something, and then you would work through again. As well, we would do one where so students get to put different parts of the equation up on the board, and then the teacher has to figure it out, kind of like how Paris did, and you guys get to be like the correctors if we make any mistakes, but to help the entire class understand that teachers are going to make mistakes too, and it's okay when they make mistakes, and it's okay for you guys to make mistakes, because we're all just learning. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to not try. So, yeah, for the sake of time. Okay, I'm gonna assess understanding. How are you guys feeling comfortability-wise with your learning on a scale of 1 to 5 big booms? 5 big booms. 6? 10 big booms. Okay, awesome. Oh, Paris, yes.
But why do we need to learn this?
Oh my goodness, ding, 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 ding. We got the $1 million question. Why do we need to learn this? What's the point of this? When am I ever going to use this? Does anyone like money? Does anyone want money in the future? Yeah, do people want to understand finances, banking, banking, own a house, understand rates? Yeah, all of that is necessary to understand fractions and the order of operations. Hey, Sage, you want to understand the fractions and order of operations, right? Because you like money. Class, what are some other examples of why you need fractions and to know the order of operations with fractions? Baking. Baking. Elena?
I was gonna say, if you want to split your cookies.
Absolutely. Or the bill. Or, yeah, absolutely. Food. Yes. Ella.
If you want to be a teacher.
You want to be a teacher. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Anything else? Yes.
Lots of times the grades are in fraction form.
Lots of times our grades are in fraction forms. Yeah. That's true. Yes.
In woodworking or building houses.
Yes, in measurement, right? Yeah, in building construction, absolutely. Yeah, good point. All right. We're going to move on to the bingo section, I think. Okay. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, thank you, Hannah. So now we're going to move on to our fun bingo activity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get Hannah first to pass around our bingo sheets, and we also have a worksheet that kind of goes over the fraction rules. So everyone's going to get a bingo sheet. You can either work individually or with a partner or as a group. You can choose. I'm going to spin the wheel with a question, and the answer is going to be on your bingo sheet, okay? Now, we're going to do a vertical line or a horizontal line to start. And everyone's going to be a winner because all of the answers are all on the sheet. So we've made it so that everyone will be a winner. We're sharing yeah, they can share it with a partner or they can share it. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then we'll use buttons. You know what, for the sake of this, actually we'll just use pencils and pens. Oh, do you have the buttons? Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to start the wheel. Here, so it's 2 over 3 divided by 3 over 4. Okay? So find the answer in your bingo sheet and then button on it. Okay, and we're going to do a line or a horizontal line. Is everyone good to move on? Put your thumbs up if you're good to move on.
I see the back row is good to move on, this one in the middle. Two in the front.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one.
We got to get There we go.
Okay, so sorry, you guys. Okay, so it's in brackets. 3 over 5 plus 2 over 5 times 3 over 4. This is the hardest one. Divided by 1 over 2. So you put it here. So this is the hardest one here that we're going to get you to go over it. And that's your name for help if you need to.
Do you make the division sign more traceable? Because it looks like subtraction from back.
Can you see Ella?
Yes. So let's do this one together. What's the first step here? Bracket. Okay. Yep. Good point. Thank you. Okay, and how are we going to solve it?
It's one.
So what is my fraction going to be over here?
5 over 5.
Perfect. What is that equal to? Okay, and what's my next step? Thinking about Bedmas, what would be my next step here? Everyone, yes. Divided by 1 over 2. Okay, and what's the trick for division here?
No. I'm in 3 over 4 divided by 1 over 2.
Okay, so you want to do this one next?
Yeah. Well, no, what she's saying is because it's 1, 5, 3 fourths, so, yeah, I don't just do that.
Right, okay, so you divide this, right? Okay, and then what's the trick for this?
Kiss and flip.
Exactly, so kiss and flip.
Wait, what?
Have you heard of that before? Where we invert the second fraction. Perfect. Okay, and what's the final answer that you guys got?
1.5.
Yep, perfect. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. That'll be a lot easier. That was actually our hardest question. What is the first step in solving 2 over 3 times brackets? Brackets. You heard? Okay.
Bingo.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. We have a bingo in the house, and everyone's got a bingo, so we're all going to go around and get you some jelly beans, and we're going to close up here. With Hannah.
Thank you for listening, Sage. Okay, what is one thing Sage, that you'll be taking into your practice that you learned from this lesson?
That I always have to remember to use my fractions.
Okay, good. Always have to remember that you reduce your fractions. How are we feeling across the board? Thumbs up, actually, scale of 1 to 5 with just your fingers. How are you feeling? 5 being, I'm confident, I can do this. Maybe 3 or 4 being like, I need some more reminders. 1 being like, I don't know what day it is.